All right, fun. As I am setting sacred space, I'm actually about to go to a workshop. What is a subconscious hack, which is actually what I'm going to be teaching in a workshop today, right now in person, but I want to bring this in here because so freaking powerful and it can just skyrocket your growth. I remember when I first started using it, it was like I was able to do this inner work just all the time, and it skyrocketed my progress to the point that people who have been doing this work for like 10 years, they're asking me, how do you know all this? And like, how long have you been doing this? And I say, about 9 months. I'm like, how? Right? And it's because I was doing it twice, because I was doing this in my dream state, and I was doing this during my waking hours whenever I had time, because people have lives. So what I want to bring in here is that we can access the subconscious and reprogram it in such a powerful way, and the fun way. Like, I can't express just how fun it is. We can do this in our sleeping state. And the fun thing is that when you do this in your dream state, you have your guides. You have, in the shamanic tradition that I work with, it's more spirit animals or really different guidance comes through to you depending on your belief system, depending on your background, how you personify. There's really no right or wrong way to go about this. So I really could not wait to go to bed at night, because I'm like, oh my God, yes, like this is going to be so exciting because it's lighter. Like here in the waking day, right, in the physical reality, we feel the density of the energies, we feel the heaviness of them. While in the dream state, we don't feel that heaviness. It's light, it's faster. The information that we receive, the healing that can occur is much faster because, again, not as dense. So how do we utilize this? This is something that I'm going to be addressing in the DREAMWORK Workshop, and there's going to be a link below that's going to be tomorrow. But to give you guys something to start working with, if you don't want to dive that deep into it, first of all, setting an intention. Actually, no. First of all, doing clearing practice. And this is something that I recently brought into the membership that I want to share with you guys here. Before bed, you want to cut all the energetic cords, okay? Because we accumulate things during the day, consciously or unconsciously, we take things in, right? 95, I believe the research is, 95% of your life is subconscious. Like, I'm looking at the camera right now, but really my brain is scanning, still very aware of everything that's going on around me, anticipating potential threat, right? And a lot of it is unconscious. I'm not processing it. So consciously or unconsciously, we're picking these things up, things like music. We can be listening about how miserable love is and how horrible it is. And we think like, okay, I'm not even listening to the lyrics, or maybe it's even in another language, but everything is frequency, and that which you put into your field affects you in one way or another. And again, we're not even aware of it. So really important to take control of your frequency, take control of your energies at the end of the day. And the way we can do this is, first of all, beginning with the 7-count breath, inhaling into the count of 7, holding to the count of 7, exhaling out to the count of 7, holding again to the count of 7. What that does is that it resets your nervous system. Now, that 7-count breath, the 4 times 7, that was 1 round. You want to do ideally 7. Most people are lazy. They get bored. At least 3. All right. That's like the bar is low, just 3 rounds. So after you do that, tuning into the heart and envisioning this light as you're inhaling in, you're inhaling into the heart, exhaling out, it's extending. I was trying to put exhale and extend in one word, but that can't be done. So it's extending as you're exhaling until you see it reach about arm's length in each direction. So this is your energy field, all right? And keep breathing into it, keep becoming really, really aware of it. And from this place, you're kind of just going to do like an everybody out energetically, all right? So really being so clear about those borders of your field. Those, again, it's about arm's length in each direction all around your body. And clearing that. You may envision even like a sword going through around it, cutting all the cords, okay? Clearing those energies from your day, coming back into your power. And at the end, what you want to do is feeling like a tree, like rooting, grounding, and also your energy extending upwards, like branches from a tree reach for the sunlight, all right? So you want to be having that connection as above, so below. Whew. As I just described that, like, because this is like my default, I could actually do it in a few minutes like that, in a few seconds. Take your time with this, especially if you're first beginning, but then it's just going to be automatic, right? Um, Somewhere there may be resistance when people first start with this, either envisioning the field may be a little bit more difficult, or actually creating that cord cutting might be more difficult because you're like, no, I'm really attached to this person or to this situation, circumstance. And that's fine. That's all right. Just do the best you can. Again, little steps, the bar is low. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfect. As you practice this, you will get better at this. So now, after the cord cutting, what you want to do is, first of all, set an intention, especially before you go to sleep. You release those cords. And similarly, as like when we do a cut, we want to treat that as well. So what is the energy that you're bringing into your field? This is really important. It can be presence, it can be love, it can be peace. What is that nourishment that you're choosing to receive? Again, as above, so below. So from the Divine Father and the Divine Mother as well. And again, no matter what your belief system is, it's really, it translates in various religions and various backgrounds. So just whatever I'm saying, just translate it into your belief system. Working actually with the dream state, because it's so powerful, right? So many of us tell us, well, it's like, oh, set the intention before you go to sleep to receive an answer. And that is how it works. If you're open to it, if you're receptive to it. So many people have trouble sleeping. That is because the mind is not at peace. That is because the subconscious isn't clean, isn't clear. I'm like, picture like this mud in the subconscious mind. It feels uneasy, whether it's falling asleep, whether it's staying asleep, whether it's having particular nightmares. So we want to, a lot of it is cleared with the energetic cord cutting, which I just shared with you, like a shorter version of that. And asking for that guidance or asking for that intention. Maybe there isn't, these are deeper practices that we also do in the membership. But one of the things that you can do is asking for maybe a particular solution, particular guidance. But here's the key: addressing a particular entity, or maybe a saint, or maybe an angel, maybe your spirit animal, maybe just your higher self, maybe God. Universe, whatever resonates with you, but addressing it, personifying it, because that allows your subconscious to open up more to guidance. All right. So I want to keep this short, and I also have to go to the workshop. So inhaling in, exhaling out. So much of why the subconscious is not accessible to us, of why shifting things, shifting belief systems can be so difficult, is because we don't do this. Because we don't breathe deeply, because we don't come into the body, because we have this belief that the more I do things on the outside, that's what gets things done. And then we feel so frustrated because they don't work. And the reason they don't often work is because we didn't align energetically first. We were doing things without the energy guiding us, without it leading us. And it's so freaking frustrated because we're like, but I'm not getting those results. Taking the time to come into the breath, taking the time to come into the body. Most of your life, again, over 90% is subconscious. Doesn't it just make sense to work on your subconscious first? So on this note, if you want to dive deeper into actually dream work, because we're going into interpretations, we're going into how do we, let's say have a nightmare or those things that I don't want to experience because your subconscious manifests from that state. How do we shift it so we don't actually have to wait for things to manifest in our physical reality? How do we shift that in a dream state as it comes up? This is something that we're going to be addressing in the workshop. So if this speaks to you, check it out. The link is below. It is tomorrow, but you get lifetime access to that one. And on this note, how can you level up your frequency? How can you raise that vibration? How can you, and by the way, spoiler, it doesn't happen with good vibes only. And like, let's reject those parts of me that aren't in alignment with that. And let's put like a happy sticker face on, just whatever's happening now in your life. Not at all. It's how can you love where you are right now. And what does like one step higher look like? One needle moving step higher. What does that look like? So on this note, thank you so much for being here, and I'm wishing you a powerful day.